Hello, hello, my friends. Sarah here, and I'm going to talk to you about shoulder blade mobility. So, why do we even care about shoulder blade mobility? Like, why is it that it's important to be able to move our shoulder blades? Well, because they can move. Simple answer like that. We want to be able to move all of our joints in all the ranges of motion that they can move in, because we want to expand our movement vocabulary, because when we have a bigger vocabulary in movement, our body and our brain are better able to, our body is able to express itself better in the physical world, right? And if our body's able to express itself in the physical world better, then there's a possibility that we may feel a decreased sensation of pain. We will be more in tune with our bodies in terms of like being able to sense our bodies in space, and therefore decreasing our susceptibility to be injured, right? So there's a multitude of benefits when it comes to being able to move our bodies in all the ways in which it can move, which is an infinite amount of ways, right? And so with shoulder blade mobility, our shoulder blades do actually 6 movements. So retraction, so these are my 2 shoulder blades. So retraction, you're gonna pull the shoulder blades together, so pulling into the spine. Protraction, pulling them away from the spine. Elevation, pulling them up toward my ears. And then depression, pulling them down toward my lower back. And then there's the upward, downward, and then there's upward rotation, right? So that's when they're opening up like this, when I bring my arms up overhead. And then downward rotation as I bring my arms back down. So upward rotation, downward rotation. And then there are some movements here that are very subtle, but I think they call it scaption. But basically, if I have my shoulder blades from a sagittal view, then again, they're going to be like tipping down like this, and then tipping down like that. So I think this is called scaption, but basically think about like the shoulder blades scooping up like that, and then the shoulder blades coming forward. You'll see a lot of people actually kind of like walking around like this, because, you know, of our modern day living, everyone knows about that, right? I don't want to focus on that, but that's, you know, you'll see a lot of people with this type of posture kind of walking around, and that's their shoulder blades pulling forward. So shoulder blade mobility is a great way, or like moving and kind of tuning into that space is a great way to just get to know just your upper back region. So to practice, think of just bring your arms forward and just practice pulling your shoulder blades back like you want to pull a pencil, or you want to squeeze a pencil in between your shoulder blades. And then you're going to drop your pencil by reaching your pinky fingers forward, or you're pressing against a wall, and you're going to protract your shoulder blades, okay? So a couple of times like that, squeezing back and then pulling forward, right? So this is the movement that I find that my clients, some of my clients, not all of my clients, have trouble with, is just the retraction, protraction, because we really don't do this a lot in our daily living. Really, what are we, think about it, when are we rowing ever, rowing boats or things like that? Not really that much, right? Sorry, there's some noise happening out there, but again, you're gonna retract, protract, and then you're going to, then you're elevating and depression. So elevation, and then depression. So right, we all do this a lot. We're like, man, what's going on, right? Or we're stressed, we're like walking around like this. Someone cuts us off and like, right? And then depression's like, I'm chilling, I'm walking around, you know. That's depression, right? And then elevation, of course, we reach our arms up overhead, right? That's the shoulder blades coming up. And then we bring our arms back down, and those are the shoulder blades coming down, okay? Another analogy I like to use with the shoulder blades, I just kind of thought of this. I don't know if it really will make sense to you guys, but I like to think of my shoulder blades like that ride. If you think about it, I think it's called tidal wave, sometimes they're called, but it's just one line of people, one line of seats, and the ride goes like this. It's like pew, pew, it just goes down and around, right? And then it goes in the opposite direction, down and around. And I like to think of our shoulder blade movements kind of like that. So, but we switch the angle. So we're here, right? My back is here, my shoulder blade is here. And then I like to think of my shoulder blade mobility like that ride, like I was talking about. At least when it comes to elevation, depression, protraction, and retraction. So you can, like, if that's helpful to bring that image in your mind, like me, then you can get out into hands and knees and, again, retract your shoulder blades, elevate your shoulder blades, keep them elevated, protract your shoulder blades, and then keep them protracted as you guide the shoulder blades down. So again, keep them depressed, retract, keep them retracted as you elevate toward the ears, and then protract. So again, my upper back isn't moving, and my lower back isn't moving. I'm really trying to target these four movements of retraction, protraction, elevation, depression, and giving my shoulder blades a ride along my rib cage. Yeah, and that is your shoulder blade mobility explanation. And yeah, just find ways to move your shoulder blades around. So something that I like to do is, like, even when I'm like standing in line or something, like, instead of like getting stuck in the posture of looking down at your phone, not paying attention to your surroundings, like, get in the habit of bringing your head on top of your spine. Look and keep your eyes on the horizon, looking forward, looking around you, and then just practice, just while you're standing in line, retract, protract, retract, protract, right? You can incorporate movement in your everyday life. You don't have to dedicate just 1 hour to exercise. You can add in mobility work while you're standing in line, while you're waiting for your food to microwave, while you're, while you're just standing. Like, take the time where you would grab your phone, like whenever you feel the urge to grab your phone, use that as like a cue to move your body. The moment you're like, phone, don't move, phone, don't move, right? That's like perfect. That's like a way to kind of like bypass the addictions, right? So yeah, hopefully that helps. Let me know in the comments how it goes. All right, peace.